guys, welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to attempt to make a vegan pumpkin pie. I don't really remember the last time I ever made a pie. I went on Pinterest and I found a whole bunch of different recipes because I don't follow recipes. I just mentally, my brain just doesn't let me do it. Same reason I can't do math. Which is why I'm a great cook and a terrible baker. But I think I just came up with some ideas of my own of how to make a really good vegan pumpkin pie. And I'm just going to wing it. Fingers crossed it comes out good. Well, here we've got ingredients. Some dates here because one of the recipes I read called for a whole cup of brown sugar. I think I can maybe do half that or even a third and dates instead. And we're gonna use my new blender, which I'm excited about. So I blind baked this crust. I did not go the extra mile and make a vegan crust. Oh, I just read this. Blind baking is when you bake your pie crust either all the way or halfway if what you're putting in the pie crust is super dense or you don't cook it. This obviously I'm gonna cook, but it's gonna be pretty liquidy and heavy or dense. So I wanna make sure. I cooked it like halfway. And now we're gonna get started with the filling, and everything is just gonna go in a blender. It's gonna be super easy. So first I'm gonna do one 15-ounce can of organic pumpkin, GMO free. Of course, how cute is this pumpkin? Sorry for the weird angles. I have like different dishes getting cooked or like prepped all over the place, so this is just gonna have to work. So I put the pumpkin in first, mostly so the dates would have something to help them blend up. I want to make this as unprocessed as possible, so I didn't get date sugar. So I'm just gonna get the seeds out of these guys. I'm gonna probably just use dates and see how that tastes, and then if it needs sugar, I'll put some of this organic light brown sugar in it. Take pits out. Don't ruin your blender. I'm gonna do five. See how that works out. I've got some more in case that's not enough. So it's needing more liquid, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in I chose this sweetened condensed coconut milk. Hopefully this is not what does me dirty and ruins the pie. It seemed like it would be a good choice though. This is really good. It's not liquidy though, look, like not at all. Oh, rats. I'll fix it. I'll figure it out because I can be a scientist. Baking is science, right? So I'm also gonna add some unsweetened organic almond milk because so far nothing in here is like, I mean, it's too thick, way too thick. Science, exact measurements. Please blend. I think maybe the dates are jamming it up. I don't know. Now we're gonna go a little old school with the McCormick pumpkin pie spice blend. But I'm gonna also add in a little cardamom because I love it and I think it would add a little something extra. You know, again, measure carefully. This is science. Ooh, you know what? I have fresh nutmeg from where? Where'd I get that? See, this is fresh nutmeg from St. John Island in the Virgin Islands. I'm gonna it's meant to put in cocktails, but we're gonna go ahead and use this little guy. Blend all our spices together now. Okay, so spices in. This smells so good. Okay. It's literally perfect. Couldn't be any more perfect. Nailed it. First time. See? You don't need to measure. And because this was sweetened and I put in the dates, I'm not adding any sugar to it. So that's awesome. Every recipe I looked at, the one common denominator was for a vegan pumpkin pie cornstarch, I think, because there's nothing like binding in here. So I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of cornstarch in it, blend again, and then we should be done and ready to bake. Oops, I dropped the spoon in there. 2-ish and a half. I guess that's like 3. So I feel like the cornstarch took away a little bit of the spice flavor, so I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more of each spice. Sorry, I gotta remember to look there. This and the fresh nutmeg add like a huge touch, I think. Look, I'm not even looking, I'm so good at this. Might have put too much spices in it now, but whatever, because you know what? We've got this. I know, I'm terrible. Okay, I know this pan is really disgusting. It's clean, it's just, you know, seasoned. Ooh, this is really thick. Go on in there. Anyone's curious, this is the brand of pie crust I used, fully wholesome. This looks amazing. I'm gonna put it in the oven now at 350 for 1 hour. Middle rack. Okay, it has been 1 hour. It smells amazing. Ooh, that looks good. I think it's perfect. I'm gonna leave it to sit out on the counter for about 20 minutes. That was also something consistent the recipe said to do when it comes out of the oven, and then I'm going to just chill it in the fridge overnight. It looks real good. I will see you tomorrow, guys. So the end verdict on my vegan pumpkin pie was that no one could tell it was vegan. No one missed the milk, no one missed the eggs, and I'm about to eat the last piece right now before I go head off to the gym to start working off all the potatoes. The fact that it was so super easy, made in a blender, and I'm still kind of blown away that I didn't have to add sugar to it. Dates are so magical like that. Was so super cool. I know I just did a little bit of this and a little bit of that, didn't really measure, but I'm gonna do my best to remember-ish how I made it and put that below. If anyone wants to try my recipe or you do try it and love it or hate it, let me know. Okay, bye.